Hey there, hello, how's it going? Great to see there's a couple of people here already. Just sort of meander along a little bit. And aim to take some questions from people as we go. There's no particular agenda or anything like that here at the moment, so I'm just going to sort of take it as it goes. I didn't even put up an intro graphic. I should do that. Intro graphics are a cool thing to do, and something I need to spend a bit of time setting up so they can do it. And also should be looking at the camera. See, I'm rolling out these hot tips already, looking at the camera instead of down at the chat, everything. Ideally what I'd like to do is have an auto prompter. You know, one of those things you see on TV where they've got a piece of glass. If you got a camera on a rig, then they have a piece of glass on a 45-degree angle that reflects an auto prompt from sort of underneath or from the top or something, so the light coming into the lens can't see what's being reflected back out at the viewer, at the presenter, but if you're pointing it this way and you've got the angle glass there, it reflects back notes and stuff to the presenter directly into the barrel of the lens. It's very cool. That way you can read what you want to and see things, but the audience can't see it sort of floating in the middle there, which is very cool. Lady Coach Explores, hey, how are you? Awesome. Osho's here, Christopher Rees. So I've set this up so that we can do a couple of interesting things, and I need more desk space. Actually, I've got enough desk space. I need less crap on the desk, but I've been doing quite a bit of stuff at the moment, so it's been piling up, and just extra couple of cameras lying around and all that kind of thing, which I should really set up so that I can use them for doing things. But they're just lying around at the moment. Tape measure, PlayStation controls, all that sort of thing. But what I've set up is so that I've got this here so I can talk direct to you guys, but also got this set up so that we can have a look at things going on YouTube and check out channels and do all that kind of neat stuff as well. So if there's I guess has anybody got any questions or something that they're wanting to improve on their channel straight away, so that we can sort of kick this off and start looking at something interesting. Now that we've got a few people in here, 8 already, that's bloody good. Nice. Definitely time to start talking about some real stuff. I've even got this view set up as well so that you can look down at my desk and see the mess on it, and all the various bits and pieces I've got, so that if there's any gear or anything you want to look at or talk about or ideas, then we can do that already. Sony Handycams. That's a bit of an interesting question. Ones that I'm using, actually, you know what I should do? I should set up, I've got one more available HDMI port here, which is leading to my PlayStation, but no, I won't set that up at the moment. Okay, I'll show you what I've got here. This is my favourite Sony cam for doing video work with. So this is the A7S II. It's a little bit beyond most people's reach when they're starting out, but I do a lot of photography as well, so it wasn't too much of a stretch for me to get this. And do I have the autofocus turned on this camera here? Probably not, just to be really silly. So I use this camera a lot with a 35mm lens on it, because that gives me the least distortion when I'm doing stuff. So it's an f2.8, as you can see down here, and that one there is what I quite often have set up as my main camera for vlogging. Other cameras that I use a lot include the Sony RX100 Mark V. This here is just a beautiful camera. They're quite pricey. I think they're about $1,000 or $1,100 US, maybe a little bit more than that. They were when I bought it, but it's got the really good flip around screen. As you can see, it articulates really well. The new RX ZV1, yeah, the ZV1 I think it is, there's got a side flip around screen, which is quite cool too. It's a little bit different, so it doesn't sort of pop up like that you might want sometimes, but yeah, I'd really love to get one of those. But it's the same internals and sensor as this one, as far as I'm aware, and that's really good for vlogging as well. The other cameras I'm using include this one here. Now this is quite a lightweight. It's only HD, it doesn't do 4K, but that's fine, because, you know, to be honest, if you're pumping up more than 1920 by 1080 to YouTube, you're kind of going overboard. Now this is the actually this one here is one of them. This is the CX100, so that's just HD, and it's got HDMI out in here, which is a mini HDMI, not a micro HDMI. It's got a fairly good sensor. It's not the best in low light, it's a slightly older camera now, but you can pick one of these up really cheap. In fact, we could have a look at that. See, this is a good thing to do. If I can just open up another browser window here, and let's have a look. I'll just go to Amazon. If I can spell Amazon.com. I'm going to have a look at a few things on Amazon. Oh my god, my fingers aren't going at all where I'm telling them to today, are they? Amazon.com, there we go. And I'm going to do a search on there for some of these cameras to see what the prices are of them. And that's the HDR CX100. So there you go, CX100, yeah, somebody's selling one for $7.55, that's New Zealand dollars, but I do believe you can get them a lot cheaper than that now. You must be able to get them a lot cheaper than that. It's a bit of an older camera now. Camcorders, there we go. Let's filter that down. So there's a few of them here listed with no price on them. That's a bit odd. There's 3 used ones listed from that's about $200 to $250 US. So that gives you a bit of an idea about what you can get for that sort of price range. And a slightly bigger brother to that one that I use a lot is this one here, which is the CX625. So this is a few years newer than the CX100. It's still only HD, but it's got this really interesting, I'll just look at this. If you see the lens in the front of that one, it's not sitting still. That whole lens and sensor assembly inside here is on a gimbal, and what that means is that the stabilization in here, I'll show you from this angle as well, if you can see it, the stabilization in here is absolutely insane. So that's another camera that I do use a lot, and that's the CX625. There you go. A lot of really great features in there. It does a heap of really cool stuff. And what else have we got here? Other than that, there's a few other cameras that I've got around, but that's the main workhorse. The other one I use, of course, is the one I'm talking to you on now, which is the AX53. Which is a bigger brother again to these two, and you're starting to get into the sort of more semi-pro price range with those as well, even though it is just a handy cam. It is a real beast of a handy cam, so yeah, it has a lot of great features. It shoots 4K and can do some high frame rate stuff and things like that as well. Deborah Mosley still watching the ad. I forget about ads, to be completely honest. I've been on YouTube Red and Premium for so long that I completely forget about the ads on YouTube sometimes, to be honest. The CX100 and the 405. The 405 is obviously new, a very similar feature set. I think the 405's got some better color science, more autofocus points, and exposure points and stuff like that. So the 405, where is that? I've got a 405. Oh no, my 405's up in Auckland. That's right. Yeah, the the 405 has been upgraded a bit from the 100, so it sort of sits between halfway between those two, of course. How do you add a little sub button on screen and over the clip? So a little subscribe button on the screen. There's a couple of ways of doing that. If you're using something like the ATEM that I've got over here, so that's this beastie here, which is the Blackmagic ATEM. There's a couple of different models of that one. I need to find a camera arm that doesn't wobble so much. It takes ages for that to slow down. In here you can turn these keys off. You've got an upstream and a downstream keyer. And what you can do with those is the downstream key is used for doing the picture-in-picture, so that's this sort of thing here, and you can use that for doing something like that, or you can have an image overlay and use that. That's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is actually doing it inside YouTube. YouTube has that little subscribe button in there, and I'll just come back to YouTube here, and if you go into your channel and customize the channel, I'm pretty sure it's in here. I haven't actually looked at these things for ages. You notice I've got the little subscribe button down in the corner of mine down there, and you can branding, is it? And the video watermark, that's this one down here. So you go into your channel setting, customize channel, channel customization, and down under here, and under branding you'll see this little image down here, and you can have it under the entire video. I like to start mine about 5 seconds in. Actually, I've been meaning to bump that up a little bit, so I'll set that to like 15 seconds into the video, so it's not in people's face straight away. I can change that easily enough, and yeah, so you can have that down there, and that just puts that little thing right at the bottom there that you can see on everybody who set it up down on the image. So I've got that, yeah, down in the bottom corner. It stays a prominent size, and when people click on that they can subscribe. So I just put my name, I wrote my name on a bit of paper, scanned it and tidied it up and put it on a clear background, and just got that little subscribe. YouTube, does it actually say subscribe? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does say subscribe. That little YouTubey thing underneath it, and very, very simple thing to do. But yeah, you should always have that on your videos. At the same time, if you're using software or anything that like the streaming stuff that people are using at the moment, that has that bloody great bird up in the corner here, up here. Yeah, sorry, I better come back to that one. Is that bird thing up there? Is it StreamYard and things like that? Yeah, always try and pay for go and get the paid version of that one, because if you've got the paid version, you don't have those logos up that side. So I'm looking at a mirrored image on my video camera, so I'm getting the wrong corners. If you can get rid of those things, then you can put your own logo up there, and you look far more professional, and people are more likely to sit around and stuff like that. Right. Yeah, you can make that image down in the corner here is in the corner here. You can make it quite prominent, or you can make it semi-opaque. You can do all sorts of things with that one. That's if you're going live. If you're recording a video and you want to put something over there, I would just use that one, even on recorded videos. It just comes up on everything I've got. And if you want to put subscribe things in your videos, keep them subtle. If you start hammering at the beginning of your video this whole subscribe, click like, and what sort of thing, and you end up with the first 20, 30, 40 seconds of your video just telling people to subscribe, they're just going to click away. It's actually counterintuitive, it's counteractive. And yeah, I do use Photoshop a lot, but if you have, and I've see people doing this all the time, where they've got this massive amount of stuff at the beginning of their videos, which is all of these subscribe things and big animations and whatever, instead of actually just getting into the meat of the video, which is what people want. And frankly, if they're doing that, they're going to subscribe anyway. Just give me half a second. I'm just going to close the door here because the wind's making the microphone buffet a little bit. Right. That's what happens when you don't have the sound muff on the microphone, which is, I found it the other day. Here it is. Dead cat, which can go in the microphone and gets rid of wind noises, but it also means I've got to have my microphone slightly further away, so it's just easier to close the door. What do I do with the ATEM Mini Pro? That's ATEM, not item. It's actually on another rig setup that Lexa Dixon's using in the other room, but I'm keeping that. Definitely keeping that. Never get rid of anything. And we're using it in this because it's also one of the best HDMI to USB, HDMI to webcam converters you can get. It's a lot pricier than the Elgato HD60 or something like that, but it's also much more reliable. So I've got that one in there. Also means that you can have multiple HDMIs in and switching it, of course, on that machine, so he can later on, if he wants to play a PlayStation game or something, then he can use that. At the moment he's just using it for a single camera for streaming Witcher, pretty much like I am for this one here, where I just put my single cam up in the corner like that. See, yeah, me. And it does that beautifully, but it gives you more control over how that picture-in-picture sort of thing works as well, because you've got all of those features of the Blackmagic ATEM software control, which is a fantastic pile of functionality for such a small and relatively inexpensive device. Highly recommend that. One of the first things anybody doing YouTube gets is the ATEM Mini, even if it's just the first one, because that will let you plug in HDMI cameras to your computer to use as webcams, because the one of the biggest problems that people have got is the poor quality of webcams. There is no such thing as a good webcam. Even the one that's supposed to be the king of the webcams, that Logitech C922, it's just nasty. It's such a small sensor and bad color science and everything. And even a lot of these other cameras like the GoPro that have got relatively the same sensor size as that are so much better than the actual webcams. Hello. I got Lexa Dixon just over here.
Thought I'd see if you wanted an extra few words, or if you were good doing this on your own.
I could always use some extra few words. Yeah.
That is great. There's 3.
Come and pull up a stool. He's going to sit over my shoulder here.
Then I'll sit here. Right there. There's a microphone.
That's a lens. Still teaching him about hardware as well.
Hey team. Just on that animation thing, because I was mentioning it before while I was getting some food. Definitely use watermarks in the corner. Is always more professional. Over the whole thing, of course, if somebody steals it, your name's still there. But yeah, my point of view would be in the corner. If you want a bit more, then go full screen.
Yeah, so you can see the one I've got down. I've got to try to remember which corner it is again. Yeah, this corner here, that one right there.
Yeah, but if you go and download a video, like if I downloaded one of your videos and you got that subscribe thing there, that's your watermark that you've built in through YouTube, isn't it? Yeah. So when you download that video, it's not actually there.
No, but you can't download it if you don't have my account.
No, there is ways. There's 4K video downloader where you can download YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I'm talking about safeguarding.
It's me on here anyway, so...
Yeah.
It's not worth getting too paranoid about... hey, Ozorg, how's it going? MB1968 in Z. Did he jump over the fence?
MB.
MB.
Yeah, it's MB.
Who do we figure out that was?
I don't know. jump over the fence, nah, mate, I'll probably either break the fence or wouldn't make it.
Yeah. Michael Ingledew. No, I haven't used the A10 with the Rodecaster Pro because I don't have a Rodecaster Pro yet. I do definitely want one. That would be an awesome addition to this. It would give me obviously a lot more inputs and some pretty good audio control. I haven't actually had a need to get one yet. I want one, of course, and I will get one because it's got... Well, I'm going to get it because it's got lots of flashy LEDs. And, when you've got all...
Tearing your studio apart, bro.
Rip everything to pieces and throw everything over the floor, why don't you?
Okay.
Yeah. This guy's a bloody menace. Yeah, fuck. This guy's a menace, I tell you. And we're about to start another channel as well. Well, we've kind of already started it, but we haven't kicked into it. Where me and Axel are going to be selling Tupperware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
We are Tupperware ladies.
Yeah. Actually had a sale the other day.
Yeah. Local from the Nui. Yeah, I figured you were.
Yeah, the one on Here Street.
Oh,
but we don't know who it is.
Up Here Street, yeah.
They said we hadn't met, so...
Oh, that's excellent. Thanks, Osho, for that. Yeah, I do want to get the Rodecaster, but unfortunately, I want to get everything else as well. Hey, you know
I have
what?
that issue.
I've been getting distracted, and I know I've shown people this a few times, but this thing here, I've been meaning to open. I show it around that way because the other side's got my address on it, and I don't want to show everybody. But also, it's a really cool logo there with the big exploding shit and everything. Yeah. Oh, do you guys remember there was this big thing a few years ago where there was an airplane got grounded, and they grounded a whole fleet because there was smoke coming out of a battery in the cockpit, off the side of the cockpit in the standby system. It turns out. And then media lost interest in that, but suddenly nobody was allowed to ship lithium batteries on airplanes anymore. It turns out it wasn't the battery smoking at all, it was a capacitor next to the battery. So there was never a problem with the battery. I thought that was fascinating.
There you go.
But obviously it's not as exciting as airplanes catching on fire. So the fact that it was actually not the battery never got reported because it wasn't as interesting, but because of all of that, we're not allowed to ship batteries.
Dykes Plays just said, what Tupperware do you suggest for live streaming? Definitely the drink bottles.
Yes, the drink bottles are absolutely brilliant, and you'll have seen me with my coffee mug, which I'm just going to go grab again.
Even the little containers are good because with that you can keep little snacks and stuff in there, so if you're feeling a bit peckish while you're live streaming, you can just open up the lid and keep it fresh.
Yep. So here's the this is what they call the travel mug. Well, I guess it's what we call the travel mug now, isn't it? Yeah, it's what we selling Tupperware call the travel mug, which is a thermal mug, and it's really good because it's got little holes all around the top there, so you don't have to worry about which way is the right way to drink from when you pick the damn thing up. It's got a lid that goes on top of it if you want that to keep it even more thermally sealed, but just like that it'll keep your coffee going for a couple of hours.
Didn't you say that you've got one inside that would still be warm the next day or something?
Yeah, another one I got inside, which is it's a metal thermal cup that'll keep your coffee hot overnight. I know this because I opened it up thinking, oh bugger, I left my coffee, it's gone cold, and it was still piping hot. Yeah, which is a lot longer than they advertise. So anyway, in a little while I'm going to open up that GoPro and we can have a look at it. So we can have a live GoPro 9 opening.
ASMR?
No, I did the ASMR one. Who watched my ASMR GoPro opening?
It was here.
Yeah. This one over here was sitting on the couch behind me here, trying desperately not to laugh. You did well. You didn't make a single noise. I was impressed.
Right until the end.
See
you in the next live. I lost it.
Trying to sync the sound coming through the ATEM. Now, there's a new update for the ATEM that came out a few days ago, which improved the sound syncing again. I'll just jump in and show you that actually. Now, where are we here? I've got the ATEM software control open just by strange coincidence, and in here, in the audio, they've on the two tracks that come in, the two mic tracks, you can sync the audio through these. So it's got that delay in here. That tidies that up very, very nicely. And there was, oh, maybe I haven't put the update on here yet. I was meaning to, but maybe I haven't. That got really quiet really quickly, didn't it? Maybe I need to tweak this microphone a bit. Anyway, put some more gain on that, should I?
Does that all happen instantly? Like, I know with OBS, sometimes if you do an audio or something, you've got to transition it.
Oh, yeah, ATEM. Yeah, in the ATEM.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty instant. So, yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, so there's this for the matching the delay to your HDMI cameras. The other delay that you do get between the video and the audio feed on some cameras is actually a function of the camera, because the HDMI out is only really designed for monitoring, not for a live feed on a lot of cameras. There is a cool feature I can show you here quickly on the A7S. Actually, I'll just turn that on, and some of the higher end cameras have got this. Now let's just have a quick look here. And I'll put that up in the corner because it's there. Now if I go into the menu, and I'm just I'm going to have a bit of a hunt around to see where it is again. Dear picture in picture, white balance, focus. The audio record level, it wasn't in there. Audio out timing. So you can choose between live and lip sync. Now I had that on live, which was silly because I thought it was on lip sync. If you put it on lip sync, then what it does, so that's just in here, and this is on the A7S2 camera. So a lot of the Sony cameras will have the same if the firmware if the hardware supports it. But the audio out timing, you can change it between live, which it just sends the two different streams as they come through. They won't be in sync. They won't necessarily be in sync. Or there's this one here where it lip syncs, which makes sure that over the HDMI out feed, that it does delay the audio a fraction so that it's not ahead of the video. You'll always find that the video is coming after the audio, so that's the video that is delayed and the audio is in front of it, and it's usually only by 2 or 3 frames, and that's really easy to fix up in the ATEM software control up in here. So you can fix that up in there quite easily. And I need to turn the picture in picture off when I'm in camera. Yeah, the audio and video coming the audio and video coming through the ATEM are in sync with what comes in is what comes out, and the I'm trying to word this properly. So the reason is that the audio and video from over HDMI was out of sync as it left the camera. Some cameras will resync that, and if that happens, then it's still in sync with the it still stays in sync as it comes through the ATEM. The microphone was another problem altogether, because if you were using your video camera just for the video and then the ATEM for the audio, so you had, like, I've got my microphone up here in it, then actually I don't even know whether my mic sync is on. Yeah, I think it is. Then hopefully this is nicely in sync. It's hard for me to tell because I'm looking at a delayed image, and yeah, I think that's in sync, isn't it? I've got 0.1 seconds. You can see up here I've got 0.1 second delay on my mic 1 channel, which is the microphone I'm using at the moment, and that helped you. That lets you sync up the direct audio in with the video coming through. But if it's video and audio from a camera that's out of sync, then that's a problem with the camera. It would be great if they could put that same audio sync on the 4 camera audio inputs. That would be bloody brilliant. I'm not sure. I need to check that I've actually put the update on here, because I may not have. I thought they were going to be putting that in. It's I've been able to talk to some of the engineers and stuff at Blackmagic recently, because I keep hassling them about shit, and that means I can pass my ideas on to them directly.
So you're just being your typical self.
Yeah, that's he was a pain in the ass, get shit done. But yeah. Hey Neon, how are you? Unboxing and everything. Great to see you too. Ed's full driving camping. I know you from somewhere, don't I? SEO in TubeBuddy. Is it any good? Hell fucking yeah. Definitely. SEO in YouTube is definitely good. In fact, I'm just going to really quickly.
I started looking at the SEO a little bit more.
From TubeBuddy, yeah. I'm just going to quickly go and grab the TubeBuddy URL.
While you do that. I started using SEO a little bit more and trying to take a better look at it, and I've started getting a bit more views on my videos, so definitely helpful.
I will show you some of my analytics shortly, and I will show you what happened and when I started doing things, and you'll go, ooh, when you see what it is that I did and the effect that it had. Just give me a second on that, because I've got a couple of things popping up in my way. While Axel talks.
Well, I can talk now.
Oh yeah, you can talk.
I have to say, I saw a comment before on the live chat that absolutely was hilarious. Somebody had seen your ASMR video for GoPro. Oh yeah. And then they needed therapy afterwards.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Hey, it was a good. We had fun doing it. I had another filmmaker leasing some gear off me the other day. Absolutely brilliant. DP, Jess Charlton, and a really good friend. She was asking me about unboxing videos, so I showed her that one, and she was here laughing her ass off the whole time. It was great. Okay.
And I see you've got TubeBuddy for all your channels.
I have. If you've got multiple brand channels. And you can get TubeBuddy for each of those channels, and it's at a discounted rate, which is great. It's also if you've got TubeBuddy generally. Hold on a second. If you've got TubeBuddy and you're under 1,000 subscribers, it's also a lot cheaper as well. They give a 50% discount. I think it works out. You can get the Pro subscription, and always get the Pro subscription. The free one is really good if you want to have a look at it and see what it might be capable of. But for a couple of dollars a month, I can guarantee it will definitely pay for itself straight away. Yeah. The first month, it'll get you monetized so much faster. Because it just takes so much headache out of doing everything. Right, I won't be a second. I'm just going into where I can edit the description on this live stream.
I'm going to go and eat. Good talking to you guys.
You go and eat. And
have fun.
I will. Always have fun. I'm just putting the TubeBuddy link into the description here. There we go, and I will add more links to this as we go as well while we're talking about gear. Okay. Now, hopefully, as soon as I save this, you'll see the URL pop up in the description, because it updates dynamically these days, which is really awesome. There you go, and you can use that link. That's my affiliate link for TubeBuddy, and that should make a big difference and help people out. Okay, what else have we got here? Yes, I have a video on how to connect the PlayStation 4 through the ATEM. There's a couple of things you need to do in the PlayStation to do that, and one is to turn HDCP off. That stops it. If you've got the HDCP on, it will stop it from going through. And also make sure that you set the resolution and frame rate. I think it is. You've got to have those set properly in the PlayStation before. But as Osho says, I do have a video on that. If you go to my channel afterwards or open it in another tab, my videos page, and you just search for PlayStation, it's easy enough to do that. When you connected your Xbox with an HDMI splitter. No, was that Osho's connecting that, was it? I don't think I've connected an Xbox, but I will. Cabahag Farmer. Hello, how are you? Good to see you there. Who else have we got on here at the moment? Quite a few. Math Riot. Dix Plays. Dix Plays has got some fun video stuff as well. I don't know if she's on here at the moment, but there's also City Girl, who's does some great live streams, gaming streams in particular. Lady Coach. Lady Coach is coming up in the world and is going to be fantastic. I mean, she's already fantastic, but I really can't wait to see what she does when she gets near a better internet connection. Lilith, how are you going today? Hong Kong Explorer, excellent. Jeff, my man, Jeff Slevin. Sorry, I missed you before. I'm just scrolling back to see who's here. Deborah Mosley, awesome. I hope the ads are finished for you now. Yeah, Jeff. Jeff has had a bitch of a couple of years, and he's not letting stuff beat him. If that's another one, just a bookmark and go and have a look at later. He's doing some cool stuff, and a very, very creative person, and a great actor. Okay, what do we got here? Need to hook up Jeff and go grab some coffee and some lunch or something like that. Are you still driving, Jeff? Who else we got in here? I think Jerry might be lurking as well, but we'll have to see if he's around. What's some great and cheap way of lighting your videos? Good one. Yes, lighting is something I was planning to come to quite soon. I have been experimenting with a whole heap of lighting. In my studio here, I have got some big light panels. I'm just using one LED panel at the moment because it's quite atmospheric, and these LED lights behind me, which are not quite at the right frequency. You need to fiddle around with them a little bit, and your camera shutter speed so that they don't flicker like this, and it's a little bit tricky to do on the handy cams, but on something like the A7S it's a lot easier to control the shutter speed. But for lights for video, just having to think about what I've got on hand with me at the moment. Here's something I bought recently, actually. I bought a couple of these off AliExpress, which is just a little panel that's got, 32 LEDs in it. And it's got a built-in lithium battery, which is flat at the moment. How's that for the demo gods? Built-in lithium battery in it, and that there will just go on top of a cold shoe mount or a small mount. That's something I started playing with lights about a year or so ago. And then I went and got, here's the other one of those which might be running. No, that one's flat too. They're lithium batteries, but they're only about $10-15 each, and if you're tight for cash and you just want something that you can easily just sit on top of a monitor or a camera like there, not that you can see that, it'll just sit on top of a camera like that and give you a bit of fill light, then that's a really good option. Then I got the little GoPro light, which I've put away, haven't I? I really didn't organise this very well. It really didn't organise it. So those lights, they're really good, but they didn't last too long. Partly because I attacked them with a drill, actually, to be honest. And they do have a sticky pad on the back that you can put a magnet onto, but I muffed that up as well. That's all my fault. Those sorts of things as lights are really good. Then you can start getting something a bit more professional, like the aperture lights, and I'll just pull one of my aperture lights down from up here. these things here. The great thing is they come in a beautiful package. And you start looking at a little bit more money. I think these are about $50-$70 US. And it's a fairly standard light there. It's what they call a bicolor light. So it's got two sets of LEDs in there. One set is at 5500 Kelvin, which is midday daylight kind of light. And it's got a little scroll wheel on the back there that you can take it down to 3200 Kelvin, which is about the same yellowy color as an old incandescent light bulb in your house that you wouldn't buy anymore. It's got a diffuser on the front of it, which just pops off like that. So you can have it straight bright light, or you can put the diffuser on it to have much softer light. It's got a couple of other diffusers for different colors and things like that as well if you want effects. And that just takes a standard Sony battery in the back of it, which I should have one of here. On the back of my old camera. Yep, there it is. This is my second video camera, by the way. We can have a look at those later. I was thinking of doing a separate stream at some stage. It just showed all of the cameras that I have, and that these batteries just slot in here. The standard Sony FP battery, the L-type battery, seems to power about half of the film industry. Anyway, that just clips in there, and really good bright light that I should probably be using now actually, but there you go. I'm going to put that one down there, and it gives me more light here right now, just like that. And that should run for a while. I got those lights. Those ones there are a bit pricey. And then I found something on AliExpress recently, which is about 42 New Zealand dollars, so about 20-25 US. And that's this one up here. So this stream's a little bit random at the moment, I know, but now this one here, it takes the same type of battery, and it's that LED panel there. It's quite wide, so it gives you really good soft colour across a width, so you don't get too hard shadows. So if you look on here, you see there's a bit of a shadow under my glasses and things like that because I've got this light off to the side. Bit of shadow is really good, but if you can soften it, that's okay. It gives you shape without giving you harsh edges, and that's something that this light's really good at. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. That's a Viltrox brand, and I will just go and grab that link for you because that's definitely worth putting in there. Now here we are. Other than that, of course, you can always just go to a local hardware store and get a desk lamp. So just get a desk lamp on an arm, which is sort of this kind of arm I've got here with my other camera on. It's just one of these things. There's two things you can do. One, these arms, if you find a second-hand lamp, are really good for hooking up microphones and cameras. And the other thing is that they're I'll just go grab the part number off that. L132B. Sorry, won't be a second. Lamp. It's never easy. These sites that need you to log in. There's so many things to log into these days, but you can just get a standard desk lamp or something like that from a hardware store, and buy a big bright LED bulb that's anywhere from 4500 Kelvin up to 6000 Kelvin. Sort of try get 5500 you can. It's quite expensive to get a daylight white LED bulb because of the manufacturing process of them. Right, I'll just log into there. Nothing's fast these days because of the security. Thanks to all the idiots who think that they can go and break into things and rip people off without any consequence. It makes it harder for the rest of us to do anything these days. Okay, I'll have that link up soon to these lights. Highly recommend going and getting those, and you can get those Sony compatible batteries really cheap as well. Those ones I've got there, I'll get a link in for those as well. They're absolutely brilliant. You can recharge those ones off USB because they've just got lithium cells in, and you can also use it as a USB power bank if you need to at other times. So I'm just going to quickly grab those links here for you guys. Actually, I'll get those up and I'll put them into the description of this later. I should really just concentrate on doing this video, shouldn't I, really? No, it's the 132B that I got. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, that camera, 132B. I think the T is the bicolor one, because the 132B is the single color one. I think that's the right way around. I'm pretty sure that's just the single color one. So it doesn't have all the same amount of functions on the back, and I think that's a little bit cheaper. They've got one of them as well that does have built-in lithium battery now, which is really good. There's another light I just got. Actually, I got a couple of these. I'll just grab it. Right. I know this one's charged because I just charged it up, and this is another Wii light, which I think is also, I think they're made by the same people that make the Viltrox ones. This thing is absolutely lovely. I'll just power that on. There you go. It's got that nice little screen in the back of it, which shows you what it's doing. Actually, I'll flip you onto that one there so you can see it. And in here you can change the color temperature, the brightness and everything, and it goes through a whole pile of different modes that you can have. So it's got HSL, it's got a brightness mode, and that's a RGB mode, so you can set it to any color you want. So the LEDs in here, they're just blowing out to white on the camera, unfortunately. The LEDs in this one here are RGB WW, so they've got two lots of white LEDs for a broad white range, and red, green, blue LEDs, so it's all composite colors in a single LED bulb. And then it's got a whole pile of these mode settings and things like that move around. So if you want to put that in the background and light up your background with these sorts of things, that's really good as well. And if you want to be a right pain in the ass and you're going to the riots and stuff in the States, you can use this police mode one as well, and cause some real mayhem. Yeah, this one here though, one of the really good things about it is it's got the built-in lithium battery, so all self-enclosed with the power and everything, and you just don't have to worry about it. And it runs for a good couple of hours, playing around with it and doing neat stuff. It's an hour and a half to 3 hours, depending on what sort of brightness you've got and what sort of power output you've got, and those are really good. I got two of those. Video splitters, somebody was asking about just before. Sinister, good to see you, brother. Dolly Lama's tea. Nice. Yeah. Oh, you got my other Viltrox one. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. A lot of my stuff sort of ends up. Osho, HDMI splitters. Yes, I do. I have HDMI splitters on a lot of the V-lock plates that I've got. Sort of, they come with, and I don't have one on hand right now, but I don't tend to use them too much. They introduce a bit of signal noise sometimes. I use the HDMI. I've got some high-end HDMI splitters that I put onto the V-lock plates that I have on the cinema cameras, which I've got over. Who wants to see one of the cinema camera setups? I'll go and grab one. Oh yeah, so the T is bicolor. Yeah, that's right. So it's got the two different color LEDs in it. The B is just daylight, and that meant I could have more daylight LEDs running at any time. So it gives me a bit more brightness at the 5500 end. Right. You have to give me half a second here to take the camera off the tripod. And of course, I managed to grab one that doesn't have the HDMI splitter on it, but that's a Tilter V-Lock plate. What happens is you put one of the big V-Lock batteries, that's these things up here, on that plate, and that runs your camera. And that's hooked up to that rig. And sometimes I use these as webcams just to piss people off. But that's got the 35mm on it. That's the Blackmagic 4K Cine Cam. It is an absolutely beautiful cinema quality image. It, in a lot of specs, it outstrips a lot of the Red cameras that were coming out at around the same time. It's heavy as a bitch, and I'm unfit. But yeah, these things here, if you can pick up this camera here now, second hand, you can pick these up for about $1,500, about $1,000 US now, and that's just a standard Canon mount lens, and the rig is worth about $5,000-6,000 all up. So yeah, original purchase price, it's about a $26,000 webcam. I'll put that back down over there. Too heavy to lug around. Here at 8 a while back. Yeah, I remember your name. Yeah, the Go Roaders wireless mic. Ah, yeah, the wireless Go. Yeah, I've got 2 of those at the moment. They're absolutely brilliant. I'm getting a third one as well. I need to get a. If you're going to live stream, it will interfere with the Wi-Fi signal if you're too close to the cam. Oh, the wireless Go interferes with the Wi-Fi. That's interesting. Intriguing. I'm surprised it does. I might I'll take that one back to GoPro and see if they know about that one. I might test it out as well. Yeah, but anyway, so we're just at 5 o'clock, which is cool. Okay, so and I said before we go all to the end of this that I would open up my new box that I've got here with this nice explodey battery symbol on it, and just grab a knife for doing that. Because ripping open the packing tape with your teeth is just a little bit unseemly. I just knocked something over. Right. So this is the GoPro 9 that I've been waiting for a while. And I've got a couple of videos coming up on how to get one of these at a really, really good price. Okay, so let's just pull that over. Whoop. Get the right camera going. There we are. Yeah, and I'll just slice that down the middle. And I've got the GoPro in here and a few other bits and pieces, I believe. So let's have a look. There's some paper too. I've got a free sheet of paper from GoPro. That would have been really good for the ASMR one. If you haven't seen my other unpacking video of the GoPro 9, which was actually Axel's GoPro, then go check that out. So here's the box. I did that ASMR video and it's funny as, really silly. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the first time they've actually shipped the GoPro with a travel case, which is, considering the price of it's the same as the other GoPros leading up to this. Oh, Marlon, thank you very, very much. That's absolutely amazing. So I didn't even realise I had that turned on here, because this really is the first first live stream I've really done properly. So yeah, really appreciate that. I will definitely have coffee. That's a no-brainer on that one. So anyway, I was just saying this is the first GoPro to come with a case, and I'm going to turn on this little change of mode on it. I've still got it on the police mode settings. I'm usually smart enough to turn it back. There you go, 5500. Yep, there we go. so that you guys can see that better. So there we go. It's first one to come with a decent case on it. And open that up. One thing I do need to do is figure out how to get this mounted from the other side. Pity I can't flip the image on this camera. Okay, and I got this one off the GoPro site with a deal that they were doing, because they sent me a thing saying go and get it here, and I'm going to share that link with all you guys as well. If you buy your GoPro with a subscription at the moment, using the link that I give you in the description of this in a few minutes, then you can get this set with the whole lot of stuff, and a lot cheaper, like a couple of $100 cheaper than you can get at retail at a store. So it's got the GoPro in here, of course, naturally, and I'll just pull that out. There you go. It's got that bit of packaging card in there as well, which I don't think I'm going to use. No, I wasn't going to do this, but I really just can't help myself. I just moved the microphone over here a wee bit, but you've got to grab the end of this and listen to it. I can't help myself. You've got to have the noise when you're doing these things, you see. But yeah, there's the GoPro and the static wrap on the back of it, and a little bit on the front, and some more on the lens. I just love that static stuff. When Apple first started using it, it was like my life was complete. So that's excellent. I'm going to go and have a lot of fun playing with that one. And the cables, of course, another USB 3 to USB-C cable. And this thing in here, I got some extra bits, you see. So when you get this clip, it comes with some extra stuff. And oh, I didn't know this was in it. Ooh, that's cool. So that's a GoPro mount on a clip, right? Bump, 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 like that. Yeah, a GoPro mount on a gator clip. But when you look on the back of it, it's magnetic. That is so useful. You see, I'm just sticking it to my mic stand there. I'll pull my mic down into my face. There you go. So that gator clip with the GoPro action cam mount on it is magnetic. And I'm going to go and get a whole heap of these straight away. And of course the battery, which you need. And because you buy this kit online, and you get, the trick is you got to get the subscription with it, or if you've already got a subscription, you can log in and get the same prices. You get a really good deal on it. Then it's that. So it was 660 something New Zealand, plus the subscription, which I already had. And then it comes with all of these extras as well. So it's just an incredible price for it. Two of the big screw mounts, and a sticky pad thing, and yeah, a couple of the different mount plates. Wicked. Okay, and of course the grip handle, which is going to be fantastically useful. And here comes Lexa Dixon in again, going, how the fuck did you score all of that? Yeah.
Punk.
After he went and paid retail.
Oh,
The 7. Oh no, that's the 7. That's the 7. Okay, which means I now have a couple of HDs, a couple of HD2s, a couple of HD4s, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, and now a 9, and a Session 4. I don't have a GoPro 3, so if anybody's got one and they don't want it, hit me up and I'll give you an address to send it to.
you got more than one battery too.
Yeah, it came with, and it also comes with a second battery in that kit. And for all of that, you end up paying about $150 less than retail. Axel's about to cry.
Yeah, no, I'm about to end your stream.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Well, the good news is that you get to borrow all my other gear.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
So what extra... I missed that part of the stream because I was heading out to Graveyard 7.
Oh, okay. The extra stuff in it was the grip. So it comes with the grip. Get a grip.
Very nice.
Get a grip. The battery, I think it's an extra mount here. And
A clip.
the gator clip. Oh, he didn't see this. I'm going to show you again. The gator clip, which is magnetic.
I hate you. I really hate you. We are done.
You can borrow it.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Now there was something else I was gonna show you guys in particular today. Oh, that's right. I was gonna show you some stuff in TubeBuddy, and I will just grab TubeBuddy up over here because somebody was asking about SEO, and I thought what a brilliant way to go about it. I'm just going to flip to the screen up here. Right now, down here, which you can't see because the picture is in the way. So this here, when you install TubeBuddy, you've got this icon up here, and you can click on that. And in here, I'm going to choose Keyword Explorer. And I also want to show you the SEO Studio, but I'll show you the Keyword Explorer first. Now, with the Keyword Explorer here, you can get it to start looking at, if there's something you want to make a video about, this is the place you want to come. Because when you want to make a video, I actually highly recommend, and anybody else sort of involved with any of this will recommend the same thing, is that you don't make one video, you choose a topic that you're going to follow, and you make 20 or 30 videos on that topic, or 50 videos, and then YouTube starts seeing you as an authority on that topic, on that keyword. So a great one for an example would be GoPro 9. So let's just put that in. GoPro Hero 9. Hero 9. Okay, now I can explore that keyword, and that's going to come up and tell me straight away some good information on whether I should use that or not. Now, if you're going to call a video GoPro Hero 9, the search volume is massive. The competition, there are masses and masses of other videos called GoPro Hero 9 or that have that in the title. So that particular keyword, it's coming back as a 3 out of 100 score on TubeBuddy, and that's going to get you nothing. It's telling you that that particular keyword is not going to give you any results because too many other people, far too many other people have that in their title. So what you need to do is come up with a keyword that is more unique, and it gives you some examples down here. So you could have GoPro Hero 9 review, or cinematic, or unboxing. You got all of these things down here. I don't really need that other light on, it's just blasting me in the face at the moment, so I will kill that one for now. That's better. Or cinematic, or Hero 9 black. See, even if you just put the word black in, even though that's pretty obvious, so I'll click that and it'll start searching it. Straight away you've gone from 3 out of 100 to 32 out of 100. That's still not a great it's still not a great keyword to use, but as you can see, this is telling you straight away that you're getting closer, you're doing something more effective. And what I would like to do is oh, there you go. We'll go unboxing. Pick another word. Now, you don't want to make your keyword phrases too much. GoPro Hero 9 Black unboxing. Now, you've gone from 3 to 74 out of 100. That's a good keyword score to be using. So what you can do is you can grab that one, and here is somewhere where the Keyword Explorer in TubeBuddy is absolutely godlike. Is that you can come down to the action bar here and you say add to my topic planner. So I've added that to my topic planner. Now I've already done a few of these, and I was actually doing this firstly on another computer and also on my phone when I had a bit of spare time, because it keeps these all together. And I'm just going to close out of there, and I'm going to go to the TubeBuddy menu, and I'm going to go to my video topic planner, and you'll see that there's a whole heap of these in here that I've added in recently. So what changed between the GoPro 8 and the GoPro 9. That's something that somebody asked me the other day, so I typed that one in. And when I did an explore on that one, so what changed between the Hero 8 and the Hero 9, whoops, I will select that. What changed the Hero 8 and Hero 9? Now that's something that is actually being searched for. It's an exact search phrase. So real people are actually typing those words in, and look at that it gave me 100 out of 100. I'm definitely making that video. I've got 4 videos in there so far. Out of about 10 that I've managed to get over 90 out of 100 score on. And so that's absolutely brilliant. Then you can start coming and using some of these other tags and stuff down here as tags, and you want to put those in your description. Now there's a couple of interesting there's more information in here as well. So here are other search results for that same thing, and you can see what the thumbnails look like down here. A lot of these thumbnails are very simple. The ones that start getting down the list have got more text in them and hard to read, low contrast text and stuff like that. That's what you want to avoid. If you have a look at some of the really good thumbnails, that there is white text on a darker background. Personally, I would have darkened the background behind that and made that white text pop a bit more. This one here is absolutely miserable. You can't read that one at all. Here's one comparing the 7, 8 and 9 GoPros. That's fine. Once again, the text is really hard to read, so we'll get into I'll do another thing on designing and evaluating thumbnails at some point. TubeBuddy is not available in... Yeah, TubeBuddy is available in the US, of course it is. What browser are you using, Mathright? Yeah, if you have a look at the description, I've put a link in there that you should be able to use just to make sure you're going to the right place. If you're using TubeBuddy, highly recommend that you do it with Chrome. Hey, Martin Magic. Great to see you, mate. Yeah, I'll definitely be on... yeah, you can use it in Safari, but yeah, it doesn't have all the functionality. Actually, I don't know if it is currently running in Safari properly. Andrew did say, I asked him on a stream a few weeks ago, Andrew Can, who owns TubeBuddy, runs TubeBuddy, I asked him about that, and he said they are working on getting it going for Safari, but that will be when the new the new Mac OS comes out, because actually the new Safari was just launched a few days ago. Yeah, no, yeah, you don't want to pull it out of the App Store. Use the link that I've got in the open up Chrome and use the link that I've got in the description, because firstly, because that goes to the right place, and secondly, because it's my affiliate link. So yeah, definitely use my affiliate link, guys. And that should definitely work for you. If it still doesn't, hit me up on Facebook or something, and I'll see if there's a problem with it. But no, I don't think TubeBuddy is actually in the App Store. If it is, it might be a TubeBuddy helper thing or something like that. I'm not sure. I wouldn't load it from the App Store. Just get the Chrome plugin directly. But anyway, so yeah, with these keywords, you can then use those to you can use the other keywords down here as tags in your video and stuff like that as well. As you can see here, so it'll give you all the top tags to the video tag limit. That's a new feature. That's cool. So you can grab all of those and insert them into the tag list in your current video. God damn, that's a new feature. That I love that. That's going to save me hours. You know how long it takes to go and find your tags and put them in? And this thing here will just go and picks the right number of tags that fills up your video tag limit. The video tag section actually doesn't do much for you on YouTube. What it does do is it lets you see how successful certain keywords and tags are for your video. It won't help people find your video so much. The things that help people find your video are the title and the description, and particularly stuff near the top of the description, as long as it's accurate. Don't put things in the description stuff that people don't want. But anyway, okay, so yeah, that's great. That's tags. Anyway, the other thing I was going to show you was the SEO tool. So I'm just going to go to my videos here, and I will, what have I done there? Branding, change roof. I don't know what I've done there. Oh, that's right. I made a change to how long that thing is before it jumps in. So now I'll go to my channel. Here we go, and just we'll pick out a video. Here, this is Image for Monster Under the Bed is a short film that we made 6 years ago, and I wasn't even looking at analytics, and it's got 26,000 views on it. And holy crap! 20,000. These videos here, yeah, sorry, I just looked at that. Last time I looked at that, it had about 3,000 or 4,000 views on it, and now it's got 21,000 views. I think I might have to that's a video I made where I couldn't actually live stream from the GoPro because I didn't have 1,000 subs yet. So it's my second highest hit video, and what I was doing in there didn't work. That's great. I love this shit. So yeah, I'm just going to come and have a look at one of these videos. I might go and look at one of my older videos actually that might not have such good SEO. Let me have a look here. So let's check this one out. 3 simple fixes for bad lighting. Now this is one that a lot of people really should go and watch. Because a lot of people have got really bad lighting, and it's so easy to get right, and it makes a massive difference. Now if you have a look at the image on the screen here, and you can see what I mean. A lot of people have this big bright light area behind them and that sort of thing, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Now this one here, I've got an SEO score of 100 on here from TubeBuddy, which is great, and if you mouse over it, you can see it lets you know here about your tags and title and description, tags and title, tags and description, and whether that stuff is all matching. And that will tell you that if you got that 100, then it's really easy for people to find your video, which is great, even though one's only got 205 views. So go and check that one out anyway. And I've had this one suggested by 3 other creators. That's great. This is where you want. This is the one that people neglect all the time. Especially these days where there are so many people who are absolutely transfixed on that subscriber number that they're not looking at views or watch time or viewer retention, which are far more important. Subscribers give you a few things on your channel really early on, like I need 5 more subscribers on my gaming channel, hint, so I can go and get a custom URL. That's a small thing. You need 1,000 subscribers before you become monetized. But people can do that straight away, and they tend to get transfixed on the subscriber number, and they don't actually make videos. They don't look at video quality. They're making rubbish videos that aren't being made. They're being made for other people to click on and subscribe. But not to actually watch, if you know what I mean. So there's all these other videos being made, but they're not being made to be viewed by a target audience, and that's something that a lot of people really need to pick their game up on. It's so easy to do. Jerry and I, if you look for a channel, Jerry, are you on here, mate? Hey, Food Gullets. Food Gullets. Nice name. How are you, mate? The Catfish Weekly. Cool to see you. Yes, excellent. I think I've come across you on Elston's stream, haven't I? Chunky Catfishing. He's in Washington DC. Great guy, and he gets his kids out fishing with him at night quite often, which is lots of fun. Mic drop. That was that's probably when the doors opened and the wind came in. I've got this set up to be a little bit too sensitive, I think, to wind noise. I should probably get the dead cat on here. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying was the SEO score there. This thing is really brilliant. But also over here, this is basically where people are sharing you. So 3 people have shared this video in their community tab or something like that, and that's coming up. The more of those you've got, the better. And then there's this thing here where you've got ranked tags. So you can have a look at this, click that one, it loads that up, and I've got 3 tags down here that are ranking. So simple fixes for common lighting problems, that's a great tag, and I'm ranked number 1 for that one. And common lighting problems in your YouTube videos, I'm ranked number 1 for that, which makes it really depressing. This has only got 205 views, but we'll see that coming along. So yeah, the SEO tools up here are really, really important to your channel, and this is where you want people to share your videos. You want to make sure that you're using plenty of tags, plenty of things from your tags list, both in your description and in your title. So have a title that's a bit longer than normal, and have a whole pile of these keyword phrases in it. So the keyword phrases you might see in this one, for example, are simple fixes, common lighting problems, simple fixes for common lighting problems, YouTube videos, YouTube videos and live streams, your YouTube videos. All of these sub phrases in here are things that might come up as search results, and that's what they mean by a keyword phrase. It's not just your whole title. Your whole title is a culmination of heaps of different keyword phrases that all have different searchability. The more of these things you have, the more searchable your video is, the more people are likely to find it when they go to Google and they go to YouTube, because don't forget, that's the same search tool. Google and YouTube search tool is the same thing. YouTube is dominantly a search engine and also a massive amount of behavioral science. Serving videos is actually its 3rd or 4th ability. Yeah, so that's how to do those things. Now I'm going to try to find one of my videos that is older and does not have such great SEO. Let me have a look down here. I'm going to go back into history a bit, and let me have a look. Probably this oh, that was unlisted, that's why. Meeting Pyrophobic. I wonder what I did in that one. It only actually got 87 views. Now, Pyrophobic is another game streamer in New Zealand. He's a Twitch streamer, and I'm just going to have a look here. I'll just pause the video, and that's got an SEO score of 70. And because there aren't enough tags in the title, and there aren't enough tags in the description, and there aren't enough shared tags between those. So what I could do is come down here. I'm just going to go and edit that video, and I'll just pull this up to the. So see, as you can see here, I've got a pretty deep description in here. I've got links here to Amazon links to all my cameras and things, which I try to put on here quite often. Need to hassle me, guys, as well at some stage about different sorts of affiliate links. I really need to we could do a whole stream just on that. I don't have this in a playlist. That's not going to help. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it into a playlist called The Vlog, because that's enough for there, and I'll do that. Always put all of your videos into a playlist. You should have one playlist that is for everything to go into. that you want to be seen, everything you want to be seen to go into, and then different playlists that categorize the different videos. So you might have a playlist I've called mine the vlog, which is just everything, and I've got other ones for DJI. I've got another one for GoPro and that sort of thing, so I can relate those videos together. That helps the search engine tell people what they might want to see next. So if somebody searches a GoPro video on my channel and they and they come up with that GoPro link, then the next video they get recommended when they've finished watching that one, or the stuff that comes up in the recommended list down the side, will be other videos on my channel that are in the same playlist. So that keeps the videos that are being served to your audience relevant to their interest. Throat's getting a bit dry. Okay, now where I was going down here was I needed more tags in the title and description that were going to increase the SEO score for this. So I'm going to put New Zealand Twitch streamer. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to add that up into here. And what else could I put up in there? Just to have a creator meetups. Yeah, maybe I could copy that one. I've got New Zealand, and I'm going to copy this one here, meeting other creators. Yeah, I like that one. I'm going to use that. Well, that was a fun weekend, and I'm going to type here meeting other creators. And I'm going to put that as a lead in on here as well. Okay, and put a colon after it. So, and I finally got to meet New Zealand Twitch streamer Pyrophobic. Now, so I'm going to save that, and we'll go and have a look now and see what the SEO score's done on that one. So there we go. I've saved that, and I'll just open up the video, view it on YouTube, and wait for that to come up. Okay, and if we come up here now and let the SEO scores load again, 90 straight away. So needs a couple more tags put in there, but as you can see, there's a little bit of work you can do here, and these tools really help you all the time for doing this. That will let you get the best SEO score that you possibly can for your videos, which means that more people are going to see your thumbnails in the search results. And the better the SEO score, the higher up the page they're going to be. They're going to be on that first page, because how often do you scroll down to the second page of thumbnails? Sometimes, but not very often. And this is going to really help put your thumbnail in front of people. The next step, of course, is having a thumbnail that works, that stands out from the others. I'm not going to go into that today, because we're kind of going a bit over the time that I thought we were going to on this anyway. But yeah, that's just one thing that TubeBuddy can do, and a couple of other things I showed you because I kept getting distracted. It's a bit like a Billy Connolly joke in here. You know, very seldom do you ever actually get to the original end of the original story. And that you can, yeah, anyway, tools that you can use in here that will really help you do something just a wee bit better. Get some people that you know to come and share this out. If you go and have a look at Commander's thing, you'll probably see that this is 20 out of 20, because you're being suggested by other creators. So if we come and have a look at Commander Vlogs, actually, there we go. Is he even on here? No, he should be home by now. You home yet, Commander? Carl, wake up, Carl. Commander Vlogs. That's not Commander Vlogs, it's he definitely doesn't look that good. Okay, so here's Commander Vlogs. We'll go check out his channel. You're under the spotlight now, bro. And if we look at some of his videos, we'll start with his streams. His stream from yesterday, and we'll just let the SEO thing pop up. So you can see that they probably had 4 people or a few people suggest this video. The more people that do that one, which is when you click on the share button here, that share button is the best thing you can do for supporting each other, and actually watching videos right through. So views, watch time, and more engagement, and you get more engagement by being shared out by people. If somebody likes a video enough to click the share button, that says a lot to YouTube. They really thinking, they're not thinking about what words are you saying in a chat, whether it's bananas or done or gone to your house and left an apple on the table or whatever. I've seen some really weird shit come through there. And it's actually whether people are viewing your videos, they're going to them, and your videos are what people are searching for. Whether people are opening your video up and staying with it, how long they're staying with your video. When they watch your video, do they then go watch another one of your videos? Do they like your video enough to leave a comment, click the like button, share it out in particular? Clicking that share button is a big commitment to a video. You're telling other people you like it. And YouTube sort of recognize that, and that's why that whole share thing. Hey, thank you very much, Dax. That's really, really impressive. Love that. Really appreciate that. That's the word, even if I can't remember enough English to actually say it out loud anymore. You distracted me, you bugger. But thank you. I need to get some of those animations and stuff up on here, get some Streamlabs stuff going. And but yeah, sharing something out is a real commitment, because you're not just letting the creator know that you liked it, you're also letting everybody else that watches your channel feed or that checks your Facebook feed or sees your Facebook messages that you like it. So YouTube recognize how important that share button is, and that's a really big indicator to them that this is a video that people find interesting enough to let other people know about, and so they're going to market that video for you, and that's where your videos start coming up in the you start getting more impressions on homepage and on recommender pages and things like that. Yeah, thanks for that, Michael. Really appreciate that. That's yeah, I've been using it for years as well, and to be honest, it's only just recently, which actually brings me to the last thing I wanted to show you guys here, which is my TubeBuddy analytics for my channel. So I'll just jump back to my channel page. My studio page actually is where I wanted to go to, wasn't it? And I was just going to have a look at the analytics and show you where I really started Gagum Boy. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced, sorry, but yep, really good to see you here. From Christine's crew, awesome. Lady Coach is doing some wicked stuff, and absolutely lovely person as well. Okay, so here down in the analytics is where I want to go to. So I'm just going to show you my channel over the last year. By default, this comes up showing you the last 28 days, and you can see this is my New Zealand dollar revenue so far for the last 28 days, which I really want to perk up, and I want to keep that growing. This is my 4th month monetized. My first month was 133. So the stuff that I'm doing is working. But what I want to show you is the last 365 days and what's happening. So there's a couple of things I've been doing. I've always watched Brian G. Johnson, and I strongly recommend that anybody who's serious about getting their channel growing go and watch Brian G. Johnson, and and you just put those videos on in the background. It's something I keep running all the time. And also join up with his Facebook group, because everybody on that Facebook group is trying to do the same things you are. But I started listening to him and taking it real seriously, and when lockdown came on, as you can see around here in February, I thought, you look at all this, and I'm getting 100, 80, 50 views a day. Back here in October last year, I was getting 50, 60 views a day sort of on average. And I decided when lockdown was coming on and I was able to start working from home more, so there's a couple of hours a day I wasn't spending travelling, filling up the car and all that sort of thing. And so I thought, right, I'm going to put my bloody head down and do this properly and stop just messing around like I have been. And you can see along here the quantity of videos I started putting out, and that's something I started doing a lot, and was putting out more videos more regularly. And that was a really important decision I made, was that I'm going to do this, and I started finding ways of optimizing how I was creating videos. So what I decided I was going to do was look at all the things that I'm doing every time with videos and all this repeat stuff, and not do that every time. I'm just going to have it once. And I have to tell you, getting the ATEM Mini at that time for doing that was one of the best things I did, because suddenly I don't have to mess around setting up cameras and things like that. I don't have to shoot a whole pile of different things from different angles and set up my lights again every time. I've got dedicated lights in here that I use, all that sort of stuff, and I can just record my whole thing in one piece off this using the ATEM Mini. I'm also actually using the Blackmagic Video Assist 4K. That's got a built-in recorder. That's what I was using to record on before I got the Mini ISO. So I was putting the HDMI feed through that. I'll do another video on the Blackmagic 4K Video Assist, because that's an absolutely brilliant piece of equipment. And I was just able to take one file, and all I had to do was trim it. And I decided I was just going to not stop and start the camera. I was just going to record the whole thing and just cut it down, and only cut it down where I have to. And by doing that, and doing that every day, I got really good at saying less, or fumbling my words, and actually worrying about how tight it was and that sort of thing, because it's okay to fumble your words a little bit, or have a pause, or rethink something. That's okay. And then the really bad stuff you can still go and take out, but the rest of it you stop. And I stopped saying quite a lot as well, which is good. I need to actually go back and have a look at a couple of videos and see how much I am reducing that whole thing. But anyway, around about here, I started using TubeBuddy properly, and I took the thumbnails seriously and really got stuck in on them. And I started, let's see, again. I'm going to be more subconscious about it now. I started making more videos, regular videos, and I started using the keyword search tool and the search tool optimization. And then suddenly, instead of getting a few views a day with really bad retention, I have to say, got to be honest about that, I started getting a few hundred views a day, and then 1,000 views a day. And if you come and have a look at the watch time over that period, that sort of reflects that. But my subscriber rate as well, look at the subscribers I was getting over here. Nothing, 1. I was getting 2 or 3 subscribers a week, and it was going nowhere. So I decided, well, screw this. I'm going to be doing this. I want to make a really good run of it. And then I started doing this, and I made a video here. What was that video? Oh, this shows you the videos you made when they clicked in as well. So editing faster in Final Cut Pro, that was a fun one. Clean HDMI from your phone, that one really kicked in. That's something I found in search results when I was doing keyword exploring. I found it accidentally. Just by typing stuff into Google, you can find these things really quickly. And some of these here, so there's a video there. Then I made 6 videos in that week, including the Space Oddness short film that we did for 48 hours under lockdown. And these are the videos I was making at that time, and you can come through here and see what videos you made and what spikes there were. This one here, the YouTube video editor, more views and better engagement using TubeBuddy. There you go. There's one of that video there that you want to see. So these charts that you've got, actually that one there, that one didn't do so well. Interesting. Maybe I need to go and improve the SEO on it. Let's have a look. Details. Oh, that's right. That's with the TubeBuddy canned responses. Yeah. Canned responses are really good. Go and have a look at that video. I'm just going to leave that one because I'm expecting that one's going to do something one day. I might go and revamp it. I'm not sure. It's so easy to get lost coming around cruising these things and having a look at it. Yeah, I probably just need to market this one a wee bit better, to be honest, and do something like that. But as you can see in the analytics there, we've got all of that really rich, really useful information. No, I've gone completely the wrong place there now, haven't I? All that really useful information that can help you just improve your videos, just those little incremental bits all the time, and make a really huge difference. So yeah, there we go. We've had a look at a little bit of lighting. We've had a look at some of TubeBuddy stuff. We've had a look at some video optimization and and a whole pile of other stuff in here. A bit of a humble jumble, but I've actually managed to get some really good ideas now for things that I'm going to do in future ones. Ooh, what's that that's just popped up in the corner there? I've just had a thing pop up saying that Lexa Dixon is playing Witcher 3. Or did you just publish that video? Is that a stream or a published one? He published that one. Do go and check out the Lexa Plays Games channel. Gaming with Lexa, sorry. That will be there. Okay. I just saw something that I can't let go of. Here we go. We're going to do a case study. I've got a few minutes for that. And I'm going to go play some more gaming soon as well. And gaming with Alexa. Now he's really just started getting into this. As you can see, there's got 12 subs and 11 videos. So first of all, go and hit my homie up here. Get into that one and go and support him. The videos on there are a bit blocky because we're still getting a PC optimized for the gaming, which has been a little bit more of a challenge than we expected, especially considering Witcher is quite intensive on the graphics side of the force. And but pop into here, that video that I just looked at, this one here that he just put up. There we go. We'll click on that and have a look at that, and bring up the SEO score. There he is. That's my other shed here, and we're going to decorate that up a lot better. We're just sort of we got the stuff in it first. Have a look here. We've got an SEO score of 5. So I think we can go and do something with that and get that SEO score up on his next videos. So we're gonna do that, and I'm just gonna click on that one, and I'm gonna play it through in the background. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and hit up Axel there, and we're going to do something about his videos and get those SEO scores up, and then see if we can get more people along to his streams as well. That's a really important thing to do. And I'm just gonna jump into another tab here. And just in comparison, have a look at my gaming stuff. This is an old Mac Mini, so it's not the fastest thing in the world. Oh yeah, YouTube have done this posts thing. Have you seen this pop up? See, this is one of those things where I keep getting distracted. Up here, you can go create, and it goes upload a video, go live, or create a post. So if you go, this, and I think this is brand new. What's on your mind? I can create a post, I can add a poll or an image or something. YouTube's sort of threatening to take on Facebook here or something. I think this is quite interesting. I'm just going to type, wow, I love this new post feature. Or has it been there a while? Can anyone tell me whether that's been there a while and I'm just a complete numbnuts that's missed it? It's going to be a great thing for community building, and that's a great thing to... Community building is absolutely key to being successful here. You just need to talk to Commander about that. But anyway, there we go. I think I have probably waffled more than enough now. It's an hour 40. And I've got some really great ideas. If you guys have got any ideas for things that you would like to see me do in future streams, then do let me know, because I think I'm going to start with doing one of these every Sunday. So about this time period, maybe float it a little bit later. I'll go see 9:52 p.m. Saturday night. Whereabouts are you? You're on West Coast, aren't you, Math? Right? I can't remember. Thanks, JR. Really good to hear from you. Yes, I know you're in New Zealand. Oh, right. Yeah. All right. You know. Okay. Yeah, more live streams, definitely. Totally with you on that one. How are we going here? Just having a bit of a read up. Yeah, I need to get another camera, Osho, for unboxing and stuff. I need to get another camera that's sort of up over here that shows me and the desk surface and things like that. I've got something in mind for that one. I just need to go get some more camera mounts. Hey, maybe I could use the GoPro and this one. Yeah. And yeah, so there's a whole heap of other stuff I want to show you guys, because obviously the ATM's a good entry level thing, but over here I've also got the Blackmagic 4K television studio, full broadcast studio kit sitting on my desk, which I haven't shown anybody for a while, and I want to get that out and have a look at how that works and compare that to the ATM and the ATM ISO as well. I've also got the old TVS as well, which is it's HD interlaced, so it doesn't do it's not progressive. It does 720 progressive or full HD interlaced. That's how old it is, but that's a really nice toy for doing streaming and things, and that'll take 6 or 8 cameras in or something like that. But they've all got to be 1080i at the same frame rate, which is interesting because 1080i 50 or 1080i 60 is not a consistent format. There were a lot of companies cheating it at the time, doing split frames and progressive interlaced frames, and yeah, all sorts of weird shit to try and cheat resolutions so that their marketing people could say they were doing something they weren't. But yeah, so I think that's probably enough for now anyway, as I was saying. Yeah, I'm going to start by doing one of these each Sunday, see how I go. I might step it up a bit more and do some specific ones on specific topics instead of just a general ramble like this. Jaya, yeah, great to hear from you. Yep, I will definitely be going around looking at different people's channels. And I also want to do things where we're sort of looking, say, specifically at thumbnails or specifically at channel art and that sort of thing, and also specifically at small aspects of videos that will help creators, you guys, get your channels noticed by YouTube properly, and have YouTube publishing you far more than you might be already. And also not just things that need improving, but things that are working really well that other people can pick up and learn from as well, because yeah, all sorts of feedback is good. Anyway, that's all. I had better go and prep some dinner for people now. And I've got another gaming stream coming up soon. When, I don't even know when I've got that scheduled for. Tim Plays. I keep changing the bloody thing, so I'm not sure when it's hooked up for. Tim Plays Games. Turns out there's another Tim Plays Games as well. So I might go subscribe to him too, because he's got a few. Looks like he started around about the same time. Mine's the one with the big yellowy green TPG on it, in case you didn't notice. And I have got a stream scheduled for 9 PM. Good. I was worried that I had it soon. So that'll be after Commander. So definitely go see Commander Vlogs. Join in on there and help out in the community, share out each other's videos and view videos, watch them all the way through, that sort of thing. That really helps people massively. I will be there, so I will see you there, and then after that I will be popping on and playing some more Assassin's Creed, because I really want to get that finished, so that I've got a good excuse to go buy the PS5 and Vikings as soon as it comes out, and as soon as there's a PS5 available. PlayStation 5, here's a tip: if you've pre-ordered them and you're getting the first tranche of them, that may or may not be the best thing, because it's usually a month later when they do the second rollout that they've improved some hardware things. They may have picked a better hard drive or something like that, and they haven't been rushing to get hard drives to put them into the machines to build them. Typically there's been less problems on the second and third wave of PlayStations and Xboxes and things like that when they come out. Just a tip for young players. I'd say now I do want one fast, and I'll get the Assassin's Creed Vikings box pack so that I can get all the toys with it. Okay, so thanks for sticking around, everybody. I will see you on Commander's stream, and I will see you back in Assassin's Creed at 9 PM New Zealand time. You can jump on there and click that set reminder button and all that goodness. And yeah, that's us for now. So thanks for sticking around. Do send me more things that you specifically want to see. You can go into my community tab and post questions and stuff like that in there. Get that chat going. That would be awesome. And I think I will. I'm going to definitely cut this one off. I don't know how long the chat keeps running, but I'll try to come back and watch it. Use the community tab on my channel anyway. That's a really good place to leave questions, and I'll be able to put some posts and some polls and things like that up there as well, and make this thing bigger and better and more exciting and sexy over time. Okay, thanks for sticking around, and I will see you guys later on. Quite shortly, actually.